Hey, what's going on, guys? Luis here. Sunday, August 3rd. You can see my screen. I'm teaching my employees how to make offers for vacant lots so they do it easily and they don't need me as much. The whole goal is to have them do as many offers as possible, and I help with the subdivisions, but they understand how to do the single flip, easy flip. I'm here with my dog, Luna. Luna, what's up? Look in here, the other way. Look in here. Anyways, I'm gonna send it to my employees too for them to review, and it's gonna be on YouTube. Right here, Luna. Right here. You can see my screen. This is Follow Up Boss, and on Follow Up Boss, we have every single information that we talked about. And this MG is for one employee and NP for one employee. Let's review the land that they think it's worth. 4,800 to about 6,500 both, right? Here we have data tree. As you can see, there's no road access. There's this road here, North Long Rifle, and that's about it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like this land right away, and it's saying that it's 1 acre, 43,000 square feet. I'm doubting that's that big, to be honest with you. 1 acre. So we can go to the land portal. The land portal, it's a good website too. And on the land portal, you can see in there. So I like to use both, right? And if you need a code for land portal or data tree, let me know. I work with both people. Let's put the address here. Let's drag around here. I don't think there's an address. Yeah, there is an address. I'm gonna copy, we're gonna paste. Let's see what it's gonna come up with. Maybe it's 1 acre. Yeah, it's saying on land flip it's 1 acre too, but look, you see there's like no houses or anything. Very little. So we go back to data tree, and I'm gonna go link, and I'm gonna go to Zillow, and that's just easier. It's saying that the assessed value is $15,000 on Zillow. Let's scroll down to see if they tried selling. They bought it in 2005 for $20,000. And let's see here. And this is the map, right? We're gonna change to satellite, and this is kind of the area. Let's see more. If you're looking at sold, we wanna look at solds for the past 6 months or 12 months. Sometimes 24, but very rare. Here we are, so let's see where the property's at first. So there's this thing here, there's properties. So when you have data tree, you can see the properties for sale, purple, and then properties sold. Let me click on this sold here. It doesn't say, but we can go on links, Zillow, and we can check. Oh, sold for 18,500. So let's look at the property. It's 1 acre, it's saying. There's some improvements on the next door. And there's a house across the street, so that's a good plus. But it was sold for how much? 18? Okay. And it's a few blocks away from the one that we're looking at. But look, there's a street here, and there's the house. So there's a big difference. So I think this offer at 6,500 is too high because of that principle alone. Are we gonna go back? I think I have a tab already open. So the property that we're talking about, it's somewhere right here, right? Am I right? Yeah. 16, that's the assessed value. Don't trust that thing ever. Sometimes in Florida you can trust. $22,000 was sold, 1 acre, and let's see the photos. Okay, not so good photos. I like aerial photos because it shows you the surrounding area. $16,000, 0.91, same type but better layout. Let's see the ones that are for sale. And remember, when you go for sale, you've got to remove the 6 months on Zillow. You want to see everything that's for sale, right? You're gonna have a better view like this. Check this out. She's super cute. There's properties for 23, 23, 23, 20, 18, 16. Let's go the cheapest one first. And we can see that the 16 already doesn't have a road access. The same crap that the one that we have. So 16 is already not selling for 300 and some days. 381 days. What we can do too on data tree, we can, I think this is the property that we're looking at, Nicole's, right? We can do this, click on this little map. What's up, Luna? She's helping me here. And on the little map, you can see kind of the topography. Topography is all right, not bad. Topography is okay, which I love this stuff. Let's go back here. Okay, go back to Zillow, back and forth. I'm gonna use this map. So, you know, $15,000, it's not selling. And then there's a couple more for more money, right? Let's see the ones next to us. There's one for 23, and this is a cheap land. 3 days they posted, but let's see. 72 views, 2 saved, very little for 3 days. Again, this is a very bad ad because it doesn't share as much. Like, really, I don't like that type of photo. Anyway, 23 is too high. We can already tell. There's one for 20, and looks like the same situation as the one that we're trying to make an offer for 295 days. But I'm gonna think about the 16 being like, it's not even selling for that amount, so we have to be even below that. And on these properties, I'm not okay making $5,000. We gotta make more money because they're not easy. They're not easy to move. Because look, there's 21 results for sale in this little area. And then when we go sold, remember we have to put more and we have to see 6 months or 12 months. 6 months. There's 15 results, not bad, but 22, 12. $12,000. Yeah, I would say the property in there would sell anywhere. And if you have my estimated closing cost, my computer's not working on this thing here. But anyways, if you have this document, it's called estimated comparables that every single student get. It makes your life easier to plug in the numbers to see how much you can offer. Since I've been doing this for a long time, I know how much to offer. I could have done it in like a minute, but I'm trying to teach these people from the YouTube, my employees, and my students at the same time. So this is too much. This is a too high offer. Let's see. Never saw it last winter, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna guess that I can sell this property for $12,000. That's a good price to sell. But I don't want to offer any more than $4,500 because there's closing costs and everything involved. Let's do a quick math in here. Again, if you have my Excel sheet where you do the comparables, it's much easier. So let's say we get it for $4,500. We sell for 12, and then we bought it for $4,500. Oops, 12, and then we bought it for $4,500. $7,500. And then there's like $1,000, $1,200 in closing costs. So you make $6,500. That's good. So we can say that we can offer like maybe $5,500. We can offer anywhere between 4.5 to 5,500. So 12,000 minus 5,500. That's how much you bought it for. Minus 1,200 for closing costs. Make $5,000 bucks. You know, that's easy one. So let's fix this and say that offer should be 4,000 to max 5.5K. That's it. So my employees know what to do now. They're gonna start at about $4,000. Let's say 3,800. 76.85, and they know if I put a number over there like 4,000, they know that they have to use, they have to break the numbers down. They do not use round numbers. I don't like that. So if they're making an offer for 5,500, that would look like 5,457 and 68 cents, something like that, 67 cents, whatever it is. And done. I'm done. So in this video, they're gonna learn that 6,500 is too much to offer for that property. And we always have to be conservative, and we can tell the seller hard. As much as I like the property, I understand the dirt road access is not gravel, it's dirt, and there's no water and electricity in the area. We can tell, like from looking at this property right here, we can tell. If it was here, we would like be better offer, right? We could make more money. Like this guy here sold for $18,500, but I think $12,000 is a good price to sell it for. Let's say we even sell it for $10,000. And the guy accepted $5,000 our offer, minus 5,000, so we make 5,000 minus $1,000 closing costs, or 1,200. You make 4,000. That's a good money, but you know you gotta be fast. We gotta rotate super fast. So that's about it. I'm done with my tasks. So first, call back from SC Smarter Contact. If you need a smarter platform where you can text thousands of people, Smarter Contact's right here and is amazing. Let me know. And now I'm gonna put like a link for one of my VAs to make a call. So Norlands is the one that had been talking to them. So Norlands is gonna be the one that's gonna call them with an offer. NOP or NPO. Here we go. If you don't know Text Expander, it's an amazing tool also that you can just do abbreviations. And man, if you're on my course, you can get all of this information that I can type in anything like hard X. It tells me like what they have to talk. Offer X, I think. It pops up all the offers in there. Like everything I share with you will make your life much easier, and you're gonna be working much faster. Anyways, now they're gonna make the offer, and then they're gonna follow up in 3 months, and then they're gonna follow up, and she's gonna mention, hey, as much as I would like the property, we understand that there's road access, there's no water, electricity in the area, and blah blah blah. And now we're offering that to you is 3,800. If they don't accept, she's gonna call like 2 days later with another offer, and then another 2 or 3 days later with the max offer at 5,500. That's about it. I hope you understand how to make comparables, and if you don't, you're learning with me right now.